All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh, look at that, dude. Hey humans, it's Hannah. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another React Watch TikTok with me video. I'm very excited. Today's episode has a lot of good TikToks, but also just a huge variety of them. I feel like we mixed it up a little bit more in this video. As always, I will leave the creator of all these TikToks up on the screen like you can see it in the TikTok if you want to go see any of these themselves. However, that is not an invitation to send any of the creators hate of any kind. Please do not take these videos too seriously. It's just ghost footage. We're all just living our best lives here. It's not that deep. So after a quick word from our sponsor, we're going to get right into the video. Oh, hello! I made a cake. Not only did I make a cake, but I made the best birthday cake flavor ever, which is yellow cake with chocolate frosting. Why did I make a cake just for the sponsor segment, you ask? And yes, I did make a cake just for the sponsor segment. Because we are celebrating a birthday today, but not just anybody's birthday, Love and Pie's birthday. Love and Pies is about to celebrate their second birthday this month. This is a mobile game that you can play on your phone or your tablet, and they're going to celebrate their birthday in the next few weeks with us by creating new events, new storylines, and the very best rewards. Plus, anyone playing during their anniversary celebration will also be awarded an exclusive in-game birthday cake statue decoration. Join us also for the Bakeout Bash on the official Love and Pies Facebook and Instagram pages and get a chance to win amazing prizes like a La Creuset cast iron casserole dish from the L'Amour collection. This game is such a comfort for me. It's cozy, it's wholesome, but it's also super engaging. There's a storyline that has a little bit of a mystery to it. Our storyline follows our protagonist Amelia as she goes to renovate her new bakery and get it back up and running. This is a Merge 2 game where you actually get to serve customers by creating different baked goods for them with the Merge style puzzles. However, my favorite part about the game is definitely getting to redo the bakery. Like, you get to use your coins that you get from serving customers to create a new part of the bakery and renovate it. So join me and install Love and Pies for free on either iOS or Android. Okay, so this first one is an odd video about a Hello Kitty Squishmallow, which I know sounds wild, but stick with me. Let's watch it.
Am I crazy, or is this Squishmallow moving? I just got to Showcase and I was just shopping in the Squishmallow section, and tell me if I'm insane, but I was looking at these Hello Kitty Squishmallows and this one right here is literally moving. Look at this. Is anyone seeing this right now?
Gross. So this is a very strange video. I will be the first to admit. If you go through the comments, pretty much like 90% of the comments are people talking about how this reminds them of the Hello Kitty case and like being upset that it reminds them of that case because that case is very upsetting. If you don't know what the Hello Kitty case is, I have not covered it on my channel in spite of getting some requests. It's a very brutal true crime story about a woman. She gets very, very, very brutally murdered, and they proceed to put her head, in order to hide part of her body, they put it in a Hello Kitty mermaid squishy stuffed animal toy. So I can see where people are making that connection with this video because of the whole like Hello Kitty thing, and it's like something inside the Hello Kitty that's really disturbing. Like, I get it, but also not really. Like, if this was some sort of human remains in this video that we just watched, it wouldn't be moving, right? So the best guess we have right now is that this is a mouse or some other creature of tiny proportions that somehow chewed its way into this toy and is now nesting in there. The thing that I want to point out about this video though is that this is a repost. This isn't the creator's original video, and it's a repost by Showcase. Showcase is, I'd never heard of Showcase before this video, but Showcase is the brand where this plush is sold. Like, she literally went into the Showcase store, and Showcase is putting this TikTok on their channel. Good thing they did, because it got millions of views. So then you're thinking, well, that's weird that they would repost something like this, because wouldn't that be a bad look if there was a rodent in one of their stores or something gross that burrowed its way into one of the toys that we could potentially buy in the store and take home. Yes, technically. However, like I said, this video got millions of views, so I think the benefits probably outweigh the costs for this company. A video like this goes viral, that is a lot of free, or at the very least very cheap advertising for the brand. It still accomplishes showing off the store and all the other cute items in the store to millions of people in their target demographic, which is going to be younger adults, which is the vast majority of TikTok. So that explains the motive behind this getting posted on the company's website. The mouse thing, the mouse theory that most people have, I don't know. It does seem weird because the video that she shows, this thing is, it looks like it's breathing, you know, like it's very slow. And if it was a rodent or something, wouldn't the Squishmallow be like moving a lot faster and stuff? Because if it was a mouse just breathing, I don't think you would see that movement from the outside. Like, mice are pretty small. To see any movement from a mouse on the outside, it would have to be like scuttering around, and that's not what this looks like. So that is the best running theory. However, unfortunately, can't debunk this all the way. I mean, I don't think anybody's really claiming it's paranormal, but I cannot come up with a more logical explanation than that. So feel free to share in the comments if you got anything better. All right, Sinatra in My Lap is the poster of this next video. I got tagged in this one quite a bit, which usually tells me I need to talk about it. And I do love the fact that you guys have caught on to the fact that child paranormal videos creep me out a lot more, because I believe them. I tend to believe children more, because I've kind of said this before, but children tend not to lie if there's nothing in it for them, right? Let's watch and then we will talk about it.
My daughter has informed me that there is a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
Open it. That's a person.
There's a person?
Yeah.
Can you show me where the person is? Is it Elsa?
No. No.
No?
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is? Is it a kid person or a grown-up person?
Grown-up person.
It's a grown-up person?
I'm on the Elmo.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a grown-up person in your closet?
Yeah.
And it's right there?
Yeah. It's my closet.
It's your closet. Say, go away, person.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah. I'm a person.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of the person.
Okay, really quick before we talk about this, I don't want to hear anybody in the comments mom shaming for the pacifier in this baby's mouth. She's 2. The mom has already addressed this because she was getting a bunch of hate for it after posting this video. And I just don't want that to be perpetuated or spread here. Literally, it's none of your business. Literally, it's nothing that harms the child. The fact that people are concerned about that at all is bizarre to me. No parent shaming, please. Okay, I don't like this video at all, as you've probably guessed. I do believe mom, and I do believe that the child was genuinely scared. She looks genuinely scared. Mom has made follow-up videos answering all the questions that she's gotten since this video went viral, as well as being open to alternate explanations. For example, the Light Seer on TikTok, I'm not familiar with their account, but apparently they are some sort of account relating to the paranormal as well, reacted to her video and gave her some comfort by basically saying that it probably wasn't a ghost or a spirit, because ghosts or spirits have no reason to hide in a closet, right? Like, they can roam around the house freely. Why would they hide in a closet? So that is kind of like maybe a good explanation for it not being paranormal. And mom was open to that. Mom did accept that as an answer. However, she said that her daughter did go on to talk to this seemingly the same entity at other parts of the house. But again, she is open to maybe it's an imaginary friend, right? So I do appreciate that mom, in spite of her being a believer. She said that she grew up in a haunted house and she is quite a believer in the paranormal. I do appreciate that she is logical and open to other possibilities. So then the other thing that a lot of people are suggesting, and I am very confused about a specific detail of this part, but a lot of people are basically suggesting that she did see a face, but maybe it wasn't a ghost face. I believe what they're saying is that the pattern in the box on the diaper box, where she was like, is it Elsa? And she was like, no. Maybe when it was dark and she was napping and waking up from a nap, she saw some sort of pattern in the box that looked like a face smiling at her. And being 2, obviously you're not going to turn on the lights and be like, oh, phew, it's just a box. You're going to run to mom because you're scared. So maybe she saw some sort of pattern in the box and her imagination kind of ran away with her, is kind of what mom explained in a follow-up video. I do think the last thing that's also important to mention is last time I showed a video similar to this where that child in the cemetery seemed to see some sort of spirit that her mom couldn't see and was describing them and really freaking the mom out, rightfully. A lot of people in my comments made a really, really good point that we always need to not assume that it's a ghost right away, because it could be some sort of health crisis or mental health issue that the child is having, and these symptoms are manifesting as these, for lack of a better word, hallucinations. Now, I want to be very clear here. I am not diagnosing this child or this situation or making any sort of comment on the mom and what she did or didn't do. I have no idea because I don't know them. I don't know the situation. I don't know their lives. She, at least on camera, seems like an incredible mom. So I have a hard time believing that if other stuff was off about her daughter, she wouldn't have already taken her to the doctor, or maybe she's still planning on doing that. I'm not saying any sort of comment about this specific situation. I'm saying situations in general where there are children supposedly seeing ghosts. Like, before we actually think it's a spirit or a haunting, maybe pay attention to other things the child are doing. Are they having other adverse symptoms of other things? Like, is this possibly a hallucination and very early signs of some sort of psychosis? Or maybe they're having another medical issue that is causing these are secondary symptoms of hallucinations. Like, stuff like that. If that happens to you as a parent and your child doing that, I think that's just a good point to maybe not rule out that in case they do need help. All right. Mindfunk is the poster of this next one. This is also a repost, I believe. This whole account is a lot of UFOs and anomalies, stuff like that. Short and sweet, quick video. So I am fairly confident that that's just a kangaroo. The tail looks exactly the same. It doesn't say where this video is from. It very well could be taken in Australia, where there's kangaroos in many places, but it just very much looks like a kangaroo to me. Plus, I just want to point out that if this were just a random dinosaur, an extinct dinosaur running around, pretty sure the authorities would be all over this. I'm pretty sure it would make international freaking news if Jurassic Park was just like coming around in this random part of the world wherever this was filmed, probably Australia. I feel like we'd be hearing about this all over if there was just a dinosaur on the loose. All right. I will talk about this one too. This is TikTok number 4. I got tagged in this video so many freaking times. There's a lot of videos in this video that I got tagged in so many times. And I was like, okay, I'll talk about it. All right. So this next one is from an account named Alyssa. I'm going to tell you before starting, because I had to watch this so many times and read a bunch of comments to understand what I was even looking at. So I'll help you out here before we watch the video. Pay attention to the blinds. It feels like we're supposed to be looking at what's behind the blinds and like a figure or movement in the room that they're going to show us, but it's not the room, it's the blind. So somebody looks like they're peeking out of the blinds, and then when she shines the flashlight on the window, whatever's moving it like moves away. So pay attention to the moving blinds more in the upper part of the window.
All right, my daughter's room is up there, and we keep seeing some. All right, put your flashlight up.
What is that?
Okay, wait, we're gonna look down for a minute, but put your flashlight down. Let's see if we can get it to go again. All right, flash it up there. Oh, now it's gone. Put your flashlight down. Watch it again.
That's it. I'm going up there. I'm going up there.
Put it down. Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh, look at that, dude.
So the daughter does seem genuinely creeped out, as well as the son. I'll give them that much. But other than that, I don't believe this one at all. Now, don't get me wrong. This video is creepy AF. Definitely gave me full body chills. Successfully creeped me out. A+ for creativity and all that. The reason I don't believe this one at all, though, is mom's reaction to this entire thing. Like, she seems incredibly calm, which, yeah, okay, everybody reacts to shocking things differently. Some people stay weirdly calm in stressful situations. I get that. But she stays so calm, and then she's like half laughing. Like, she seems amused by this entire thing, which I find very odd. And again, not a parent, but parents, tell me, if you saw this in your home, would you, while you're out on the street, away from whatever this is, would you let your son run back into the house to go investigate if you truly did not know what it was? Oh, wait, not that many parents would do that. Even if you know it's not an intruder, if you think it's paranormal, I don't care, whatever it is, parents would go in the house and investigate first. She knows that there's no danger up there. Unless she knew that there was no danger up there, no mom would just let their young child just run into a house where something really creepy like that was happening. Also, something that I don't see a lot of people mentioning either is the fact that there's like no context for why they're outside. All three of them just decided to go outside and start looking at the windows. Like, what? That is so confusing to me. Why did they just go outside and then look up at the windows? Like, come on, kids, let's go outside and see if the window is doing its thing. That doesn't make any sense. My best guess is that this is a prank on the kids. It's dad or it's a family friend or somebody else that was in the home. The kids didn't know that they were in the home, so they think the house is empty. And it's somebody on the side of the window who was looking at my window as I said that. You guys can't see my window. They're off to the side so that you don't see the silhouette of anybody, and they're just moving the blinds, and then every time they see a flashlight coming up, they release the blinds and they're just off to the side. This would be very, very easy to replicate. And again, this would have been creepier if she had been more protective and been like, no, stay out here with me. You're not going in there, and just was a little more serious. Like, this just screams messing with my kids to me. Not judging, whatever. It's a pretty harmless prank, but just don't think it's real. Okay, this next one was posted by World Fighters, but I do believe this is not their video. A lot of these are just like random paranormal accounts that repost a lot of videos. So let's watch this one without any setup. So the rest of the video, I'm not going to show you the rest of the video because it's like 2 minutes and it's pretty much the same thing. Not the same thing, but different weird electrical things. I think the main point of this video, the reason I was tagged in this, is because of that beginning part. So you guys know I always like to incorporate one weird weather phenomenon in these TikToks, and this is our weird weather phenomenon of the day. This is called ball lightning, and if you look up ball lightning, it looks exactly like this. Sadly, though, there's not a lot of videos of it because it is such a rare weather phenomenon that there's not a lot of videos like this because it's hard for anybody to see it, let alone be able to take a video of it. Straight from Wiki, ball lightning is a, quote, rare and unexplained phenomenon described as luminescent spherical objects that vary from pea size to several meters in diameter. Though usually associated with thunderstorms, the observed phenomenon is reported to last considerably longer than the split-second flash of a lightning bolt and is a phenomenon phenomenon distinct from St. Elmo's fire. I know that is technically a scientific explanation, but I will admit also, again, me, Hannah the skeptic, who's apparently not as skeptical today, this is bizarre as hell and does seem very unworldly to me. I think the weirdest part about this is that even though there is technically a scientific explanation, there's no, at least according to what I read, there's no widely accepted explanation by experts for how this happens. No one can agree on the exact science of it. So I personally will take that as possible proof that there is just more in this world. I mean, I think that's a pretty safe thing to say without putting parameters on it, because that could be a plethora of things, but I do think that is proof that there's stuff in this world that we don't understand. That's beyond human brain comprehension. Here's the second kid one for today, but unlike the other one, I don't believe this one at all. And I'll tell you why after we watch it.
So this creepy video is going viral right now because his son is convinced he has an imaginary friend named the Hanging Man who visits him every night. But make sure you stick around to the end to see what they caught on camera when he was sleeping.
Elliot, what are you doing? Oh, really? Right. Is he crying? So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because you'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him? What if you can sleep in my room? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got his fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
Stop it. He's scaring me.
When I first watched this one, I was weirded out at first. But then I realized yet again that it was a repost and that this wasn't the original poster. They were just reposting this video. So I said, okay, cool. Well, let me go to the original creator. Most people now do tag the original creator, which is very nice, and as they should. So I thought this was very weird. I thought the kid was very believable, but then realized that the kid looked very, very familiar. Do you remember from the last video we watched this kid on this account called Ricky Eats World, where the kid is just playing and then this shadow thing comes behind the sheet that was this curtain and it looks like a shadow figure there? Yeah, this is from the same account. This is the same little boy from Ricky Eat World. Ricky Eat World, the reason I don't believe it is because he posts a lot of video all pertaining to the paranormal and weird, occult stuff like that. And it's just hard to believe when a lot of his stuff is so conspiracy based. And then another red flag is that just a lot of videos he posts are trying to make it be super creepy, even though it's not, and pretty distasteful in some cases. For example, I'm not going to show you guys this video because, like I said, I think it's in really bad taste. For lack of a better word, I think it could be seen as offensive in other circles. However, I am not it's a little person and I am not a little person. So I can't speak on behalf of little people on if they are offended or not. But I'm still not going to show it on my channel. But he has this other video of, it's clearly a little person. They're not wearing that many clothes. They're wearing either underwear or a diaper, and they have paint all over their face and they're dancing in front of a car in the street, acting strangely. And whoever's taking this video is acting like it's some creepy entity or that it's something weird happening or sinister happening. And literally, what? It seems pretty exploitative to me. I don't know if this was his original video or not. He very well could have reposted this, he could repost other videos from other paranormal accounts. But either way, reposting it, I still like, there's just nothing creepy about that to me. And it doesn't, in my opinion, benefit anyone to make somebody from the little person community into something creepy like this. I don't know. It just feels exploited to me. Again, I try really hard not to get offended on behalf of another group of people when I don't know how they feel about it. Maybe they don't care, but I don't know. It feels weird enough that I didn't want to repost it, but like that kind of stuff. So he just loses a lot of credibility for me. The other thing is that I just think it is possible to coach a kid and make it into a game that they're playing, right? Like it is possible to coach a child. There's child actors. Children can be good at acting. He's probably coaching this child into this hanging man world and all that. The nighttime footage, I also don't believe, because why is his leg where, somebody pulls his leg at the bottom, but you conveniently can't see that part of the bed? How convenient. If there was really an entity pulling your leg, like in the movies, like in The Conjuring and stuff, they show you the whole bed and there's nothing there, but they're being pulled anyway, right? How convenient is it that his leg, that whole bottom part is cut off from the camera? This whole thing just reeks setup and like somebody who really wants this stuff to be real. Yeah. Okay. This is yet another repost, but it has to be a repost because it is a video that somebody left on Reddit.
Reddit user NoTell is alone at his aunt's house when something really creepy is caught on camera. NoTell writes, "Tell me I'm not the only one who sees it. I'm house sitting for my aunt who is out of town and I'm kind of freaking out right now." This is what he caught.
I don't know if I'm seeing shit or tripping, but check this out. So this is my aunt's son's room, right? There's no one in here. Right? Nothing. Closet. Nothing. Got a nanny camera in here. Alright, now tell me, right on the monitor here, tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. Like,
yeah. Like I've checked, like went back and forth 3 times, and
so, okay. Nothing, right? Like, what the
Next to the toy dinosaur, a shadow-like figure of what looks like a small child can be seen standing in front of the desk. Now at first glance, it may seem like a random shadow that's being cast, but if we look closely, the shadowy figure is clearly obstructing the view of the orange toy lying on the table. It also seems to be blocking part of the desk, suggesting it's a solid figure.
So this is one of those that I do think there's a logical explanation for. I can't settle on an explanation, but I'll offer a few up for you. First of all, yes, I know he said his aunt's kid, which is weird. Everybody thinks it's weird why he didn't just say my cousin. I know. Just for those that are also weirded out by what he said. Yeah, I know. You're not the only one thinking that. A lot of comments said that. Anyway, so a lot of the comments said that it's probably because it's this toy facing a super bright window. There's like toys in front of this really bright window and the rest of the room is dark, and so it shows up weirdly in the nanny cam. Like the angles of the shadows and stuff are gonna look weird in a lower quality video like that. Others, of course, suggest, as as if you look hard enough, there's always this suggestion that it was just an edited photo that he made and then put it on the baby monitor and made it look like a live feed. I don't know if that's possible or not. Maybe it is. That just seems unlikely to me. I will say that it is weird, like the narrator pointed out, that it doesn't seem to be translucent. It seems to be covering up the toy, and if it was the lights and shadows, wouldn't we kind of be able to see the toy through that? I did look up this Reddit user and I found their original post on Reddit as well. Most of the comments agree that this is likely not edited or set up, but that it's probably not a ghost and there probably is some explanation. Several comments were asking OP to like move that dinosaur toy while he's in the room to see how it looks on the monitor, like when he's moving stuff around the room. Like that would make logical sense. I think that's the first thing I would do to see where it's coming from. That would determine if it was something wrong with the camera, something just the way it's arranged, or if there is like actually an entity there. But he never responded to those comments, and as far as I know, there was no follow-up, and he never did any other type of follow-up or tried experiments or anything like that. So I do think that there was probably some logical explanation that he finally figured out, but did not, either forgot to update Reddit or just wanted to keep the mystery alive. The other thing that it could have been that I always think about for weird stuff like this is that it's a smudge on the camera lens. Like, what if the kid touched the camera with sticky Nutella fingers? It was sitting like at child height in the room. They very easily could have smudged something on there, or it just got some other smudge on it that is making it look like that. That would explain why it looks like that in the camera but not in the room, and he just didn't notice that on the lens. Number 8 for today. I also was literally not going to talk about this one at all, but I got tagged in it so many freaking times by everybody. I was literally ignoring them at first because I was being tagged so much, and I knew what it was. I knew that it was old. I knew that it was from a couple years ago, but it must have had a resurgence in views and went viral as people were reposting these, because I got tagged in this so many times. Everybody and their mother was tagging me in this video. I'm not complaining. If I get tagged enough, you know I will eventually talk about it. So if you really want me to talk about something, just have your friends tag me in them, tag me in it, and I will listen to the masses. So let's watch this one without any context first.
Guys, I'm babysitting and I just found the creepiest thing. Look at this. What is that? Oh my god. No, but what is it? It's so creepy. It's freaking me out. Is this real hair? Oh my god. And look. Ugh. Guys, I just came in to make dinner and look what I found. Another one. Oh my gosh. It's a boy this time. Oh my god. Why would you look at that? Why would anyone have this in their house? Honestly, it's the creepiest thing I've ever
Okay,
seen.
so there is a part 2 and 3. That was only part 1, and you can go to the original creator's account to go watch. There's only 3 videos on her whole account, and it's part 1, 2, and 3 of this little horrific story thing that she had to tell. So I'm going to let you go watch that on your own because this video is not about that whole series. If you want a deeper dive, I know Loie Lane also made a video about it when this first came out, I believe. I remember watching her video about it, so if you want an explanation, deeper dive analysis of it, then go watch her video. The original account that posted this is Soph Clayton. If you see anybody other than that reposting it, it's definitely not their video. All 3 of her videos have at least 1 million views. I believe part 2 has like over 6 million views, I think. Yeah, 6.6 million views as of filming this. And yeah, of course it's creepy, but if you go to Soph Clayton's profile, you'll see right at the top of the bio a website called EthanEvansFilm.com. If you go there, it's a website for a writer-director named Ethan Evans. Go to the Shorts tab on his website, and the Time Out Dolls series is right there on his website. So this is just a short film. It was professionally made, but edited in a way to make it look like an amateur random TikToker made it. So I know that a lot of people that tagged me in this already knew that it was a series and that it was, you know, an unfiction horror series, but I feel like I got tagged in it so much that there has to be some people out there that doesn't know that it's just a writer-director that made this. It's fantastically made. Bravo to Ethan Evans. If you ever make any more films, please, I would love to watch them. All right, number 10 is Garlic Clove is the account posted this one. It's a quick one. We're gonna watch this one before we talk about it.
Just walking down the trail, me, Gavin, and Greg. Say what's up, Gavin.
Hey, how you doing?
Here's Greg. What's up, Greg?
All barking, no bites.
He's the quiet type. We can't get him to talk. Ah, we know you, Greg. We know you. We know you.
Okay, this one is super cool and most likely simple explanation just due to the pareidolia effect. We've talked about the pareidolia effect many, many times on this channel, and most of you probably know what it is, but if you don't, it's simply the phenomenon that humans tend to arbitrarily attach patterns to random stimuli, even when there really isn't a pattern there. But our human brains cannot help it. We need order. We need patterns. Specifically, the patterns that we find most often are faces. We tend to find faces in things. Outlets, for example, look like two eyes and a nose or two eyes and a mouth to us. Either that or somebody carved the eyes and the mouth into this bulge, this deformity in this tree is also a possibility, but it definitely looks natural to me, and it looks like these guys just found it and were making a funny video with it, and I enjoy it very much. I think Greg, he said his name was. Love Greg. Love that for us. There is whispering in the video too. I'm pretty sure that's just an overlay. I think he just added that to the sound afterwards. It sounds like different audio from him talking in the video. And this one is also not paranormal whatsoever, but it's probably, like, realistically from everything we've talked about today, definitely the scariest one of all. Okay, this is actually, we're gonna watch 2 videos in a row.
So yeah, guys, I almost died. Somebody threw a spear through my car tonight. And just thought I'd show you all how bad it is. But yeah, went into my steering wheel and everything, so yay me. Yeah. Whoa, dude. Damn. That is crazy. Look how big that is.
That is crazy.
Is it heavy?
Wow. No, it's not that heavy. I mean, like, if you throw it, it'll go, like, really far. But it's not, like, heavy. It's, like...
5-6 pounds, something like that?
Yeah, but, like, definitely if you throw it.
Yeah, it's gonna put some weight on it.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Whew. Man.
You could have died.
I could have died, dude.
It could have just went...
right through me, bro.
Okay, that one was from the account 420 Juicy. No comment on that. Okay, so this is one of my worst fears. I absolutely hate those videos where people are just driving and, like, a giant rock comes through the windshield, or a piece of somebody's truck or tire or something comes flying through the windshield and sometimes either seriously injures or in other cases actually kills people. I mean, just one of terrifying. I know that's incredibly unlikely and it's very rare, but nope. Scariest thing of all time. Okay, this woman also, can we just talk about how freaking lucky this woman was that there was nobody in her passenger seat, A, and B, how it somehow missed her by what looks like inches. Also, if you missed it, that person that pulled it out of her car was not a police officer. I know they're not wearing a full uniform. That's because in the caption she says it was the CSI, the crime scene investigator. So I think that's who that was. That's why he's not, like, in a full unicorn. That's why he's not in a full uniform with, like, a gun and everything like that. Just FYI. So I don't know who the fuck is just carrying around a random spear like they're in the freaking Renaissance or something, or going to war in the 1800s, let alone somebody holding a spear, carrying it around with them, and then ready to just throw it at somebody's car. This is straight up attempted murder, in my humble opinion. I'm sorry, but if you're doing an action that you know very well could potentially kill someone. How is that not like straight up second-degree murder? What a terrible person this is. I don't know who did this, but they're a terrible, terrible person. And I really, really hope that they get caught somehow, but it doesn't look like they have any suspects from this video that I know of. But, and there's no follow-ups other than these videos. Maybe we'll get an update from the creator. But yeah, this person deserves to be in jail for a very long time, because we don't need people like this running around with weapons and just randomly ready to throw them. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm getting really mad. I hate people like this. I hate stuff like this. Anyway, I really hope that the victim of this is okay. I know it doesn't seem like she was injured because she was standing up and talking to the CSI and everything, but I just really hope that she's okay emotionally. This would cause PTSD in a lot of people, because this is still a very traumatic experience. Any near-death experience is still going to be incredibly traumatic, and I just hope that she is at peace, as well as just mentally and emotionally healing from this incident well. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Love and Pies. Also, please don't forget to like the video. It helps me out so much, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you, as always, to all of our patrons on the screen right now. Special shout outs are Colin Holmes, The Deck of Cards, Michelle Valdovinos, Tom L, Little Kittle Cat, Mitchell Schaefer Meyer, Mike, Alice Paul, Brittany Phillips, Momo Neon, Marita 144, Sage K, Elderly Hipster, The Puppy Hag, Rebecca Jackson, Toby Carter, Hawcon Anime and Gaming Convention, Sarah the Crazy Fish Lady, Blood for the Koi, Maxie, Ellison Luna, Julietta, Tiny Mighty Bookworm, A Bunny Apparently, Leon Vanek, Literally Lacey, Elliot Fink, I Am in Your Walls, Habromania, Cyberdog Investigations LLC, Vicky Cat, Amy B, Tickerch, Dead Without the E, Ball, Olivezilla, Chara, MH Dave, Ami, Lindsay R, Miss T, Ordinary Alpaca, Lou Raccoon, Shayna R, El Magnificoco, Victor Schmiel, Laura Winter, Lilith, Dana, Ashes, and our newest top tier are Sick Ghosts.